Welcome in, kings, queens, emperors, and empresses. You are worthy. We are going to do a video for Virgo. We're going to see what Virgo is currently, what you're working on for the week, and what you're working on for the current year. I'm doing this because I've not seen any other readers do this. Nothing is set in stone. So your choices and your decisions are going to change things through the year. So we're going to see how that goes, and we're going to come out and we're going to continue to see how that goes, depending on your decisions that you've made during the path, if that shifted or if it stayed the same, or what's going on here. So let's get into it. I've already shuffled, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle one more time so that just so people know that I've shuffled. No one can say that I haven't, which doesn't matter because I mean, I'm kind of shuffling when I'm asking the questions too. But anyway, what is Virgo currently working on? You know your worth, or you're learning your worth. You're currently working on your worth. I'd say since it's current, you're working on your worth. You've had a lot of bullshit. You don't become the Queen of Swords without going through a bunch of bullshit, without going through a bunch of pain, with not having a bunch of tower moments and dark night of the soul, experiences. The Queen of Swords, she's very intuitive. She listens to herself. She listens to her gut. She listens to the higher power. If she asks you a question, trust and believe she already knows the answer before she even asks you. She can feel it. She can feel it in her gut. So she's going to give you a chance. Like she's holding her hand out. She's going to give you a chance to come forward and tell her the truth. Come forward and she will see if what you've got to say she wants to deal with, or if she believes it. And if not, she's going to take this sword and she's going to cut you out. She isn't going to think twice about it. She's going to cut you out. She's going to turn you around and send you back down that path. You won't get another chance, not with the Queen of Swords. So you may be working on becoming the Queen of Swords, being able to let go and cut out the things in your life that need to be cut out. Trusting yourself, trusting the divine. She does kind of got her heart blocked. She's a little bit guarded. It doesn't show you in this, but she is a little bit guarded, but she is opening up. She is starting to trust herself, trust the divine. But she doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. Not one fuck. She doesn't care. All she cares about is the truth. This is a double-edged sword. So if you're coming toward the Queen of Swords, you better be telling the truth because you might get the tongue if you don't. She's very sharp with her words. Her words can be very cutting. And depending on if you're a Queen of Swords in the reverse, like if you're a Queen of Swords in the reverse, you better shout at her from way the fuck over there, not in front of her. You better shout at her from way over there because you are definitely going to get the double-edged sword. She is not only going to cut you out, but she is going to hurt your feelings when she does cut you out. And with the Queen of Swords upright, she does have a sharp tongue. She, her words can cut, but she doesn't do it to hurt you. She doesn't do it because she's trying to hurt you. She's trying to teach you something. She's trying to let you know something. She's trying to wake you up. She does care about you, It's not that she doesn't. She does. But she has to follow her logic. She has to follow common sense. What makes sense to her? She can't follow her heart as much because she's gotten hurt so many times. But she's very smart. She's very intelligent. She knows, 90% of the time knows what she's talking about. And she is going to use a very sharp tongue. So she may need to work on being a little bit more compassionate with that sharp tongue. But she is also Aquarius, you know. Aquarius are very opinionated. They're very intelligent, you know. Technology and communication. Communication is Aquarius's big thing. They communicate. They use their words. Um, so you're going to be using your words, and it may hurt some people, but that's not what you're there for. She loves the people around her, but if she recognizes that they're not good for her, she will cut them out. She won't think twice. So that's what you're currently working on. You're currently working on being able to cut the things out of your life that no longer serve you, the things that are toxic for you, the fake ass people that come toward you. You're working on cutting that out. So her head isn't in the clouds. She's not in any kind of illusion. Okay, so what is Virgo working on for the week? What is Virgo working on for the week? Oh, wow. Okay. So you're not only working on becoming the King of Swords, you're also working on becoming the King of Wands. So, or the Queen of Swords, I mean. It could be king, queen, doesn't matter. It's female on the card has no relevance. It can be a man or a woman. So, the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very passionate, very fiery, goes after what he wants. He's determined. He's not going to let anything stop him. He can be a little cocky and a little arrogant. You know, she can be very cutting. He can be a little cocky and a little arrogant. So I feel like Divine is probably warning you about that. Try not to be too cold-hearted. Try not to be too cutting and too much of an asshole. Sorry, it is what it is. You can go after things. You can be determined. You can have that cockiness, but in a good way. Don't use it in a bad way. Use pain from the past to cause you to destroy something that might happen in the future is what I'm saying. But you know, he's got that smile on his face, like, you know, he's getting whatever it is he wants, no matter what. He doesn't care, and he'll plow through anybody to get it. So just keep others in mind, even though you've been hurt, and clearly you've been hurt. Try to keep others in mind, you know. Don't do to others what's been done to you. That's the lesson here. Don't do to others what's been done to you. You can follow something and go after something that you want and be determined, but, you know, in a more compassionate way. And wands are fire. They are compassion. So you can have compassion. Fire can either destroy something or and cause it to rebirth, like a fire in a forest. It's very dangerous. It'll take the whole forest out. But then later in its place, there will be new growth. But don't destroy people trying to get what it is that you want. That's what they're saying. So for the week, you're gonna be working toward getting back into your creativity, taking your power back from any of those that you have gave it to, because no one can take your power. No one can. You have to give that to them. So you've given power to people that you should not have given power to. You've looked up to people and put people on a pedestal that you should not have put on a pedestal. You need to take your power back from them. Stand in your own power. Stand in your own integrity. Listen to yourself. You don't need everybody else out here to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. You're a damn king. You know, kings are rulers. Yes, they have advisors. Yes, they take advice. But all in all, they go on what they feel in their gut. What do they feel is right for them? Just because somebody gives you advice doesn't mean you have to take it. There is nothing written in stone that says you have to take it. Even me. You don't got to take my advice. I'm laying tools at your feet that you can use to change your life, but you do not got to take it. And if it feels wrong to you, don't take it. I do not take it. You know, go with what your gut is telling you. What are you being pulled toward? You know, what instinct and feeling do you have? Go with that. Always go with that. Not with the overthinking mind, with what your gut feels. But you are sitting on your throne, you know, and you do know you can get what it is that you want to go after, no matter what that is. May not be, you know, it might be a person. I mean, everyone has free will. You can't get with somebody without them giving themselves. You know, they have their free will too, but you can go after it, and it may not be the exact thing that you wanted, because that might not be healthy for you, but it will be the same type of thing. Like if you're going after someone for love, you may not per se get that person, but you're going to get love as long as you stay determined. You go after career, it may not, and that's why they're saying don't be cocky. I have a feeling that's why they're saying don't be cocky, because it may not be the exact thing that you want, but it is going to be the exact thing that you need. So stay open, you know. Okay, what is Virgo working on currently for the year? What is Virgo working on currently for the year? Virgo, currently for the year. You're going through a dark night of the soul, and that's why you're feeling this way. That's why you're feeling like you need to cut things out, because you know something's taking you down. But you're getting justice. This is karma. This is the justice card, and this is not you seeing karma being given out and dished out to the people that you want it to be dished out to. Do not do that, because that will bounce right back on you. Do not wish karma on anybody else. But the fact that you're facing the light, like the shadow is behind you, the dark night of the soul is behind you, the bad is behind you, you're facing the light. So this tells me that, you know, you've done things to get the good karma. There could also be something happening during the eclipse. There is an eclipse this year. I seen something about full moon eclipse of the moon in March. So it may actually be this month. Don't take me on that. Don't take that for the truth. Look it up for yourself. But something could be shifting. Something could be happening. You may see some kind of outcome during the full moon eclipse, because the sun is blocked out, you know, dark behind you, light in front of you, dark behind the sun, a light in front. So there could be some good things that you've done that divine owes you now. Divine owes you good karma. Divine owes you something. But don't get cocky when you get it, whatever it may be. Don't get cocky. Don't get arrogant. Stay humble, and don't wish any karma on anyone else. That's how you stay in the good karma. You do good. You stay in the good. You start wishing things on other people, you'll get that karma as well. So that's what you're working on. You're working on getting justice this year. Justice for yourself. Maybe justice for others too. It could be for some of you justice for others. Whatever resonates with you, take that. What doesn't, just toss it away, you know? Okay, so I've seen the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups can be two different things. Your advice is not to get involved in any third parties. Do not get involved with a third party. That will bring you bad karma. Stay out of third-party relationships. Um, Try not to bring anybody else into your relationships, whether that be family, friends, whatever. That is a third party. That is a third entity in your relationships. Try to stay out of the third party relationships. Go within and trust your own self. Trust your own gut. You don't need other people to tell you what to do. Also, they are telling you to celebrate more. Get out there and have more fun. Get out there with your friends and sit around and talk and conversate and laugh and have a good time. Okay, what advice do you want to give Virgo? What advice do you want to give Virgo? Oh, okay. So the wounded warrior, which means you've been wounded, you've been hurt, you went through a lot of battles. You may not have won them all. These are your trophies in the back for the ones that you have won. But remember, it is not about the battle. It is about the war. It is about the end, the war at the end, Um, Also, you know, a lot of things happen to you to evolve you, to grow you, to make you more knowledgeable, to show you the things inside yourself that you need to work on. Your abandonment issues, your trust issues that could have came from childhood, may have came after, you grew up. But belief systems, we build our belief systems about what other people tell us. Our parents tell us not to do this, not to do that, to do this, to do that, and we grow up believing those type of things. But we don't do what we're told. We do what we see. So however you've seen your parents' relationships and the way that they work, that subconsciously became your belief system too. That's how they work. That's how love's supposed to be. Or that's the type of love that I need to have for me. And that is not true. It is not true. We have it all wrong. That is not true. Love is not supposed to be a burden. Love is not supposed to hurt. It can be complicated at times, yes, but love is supposed to be an equal give and take. Career, too. Career is not supposed to be something that you got to drag your ass out of bed to go do every day and you don't want to go do. You've got to literally force yourself to go do it. It's supposed to be something that you're excited to go do. And it doesn't have to be a damn 9 to 5. It could be something out of the ordinary that no one else would like or no one else believes that you could do, but it lights your fire. It lights your passion. You enjoy it. Anything other than that is toxic, and you do not need it in your life. And it is your choice at the end of the day. But would you rather have a relationship that lights you up? Would you rather have a job that lights you up? Or would you rather be in one that doesn't, that you're bored and you're miserable and you're fighting all the time and you're being harassed and take your power back. Take your power back. Also, the wounded warrior, he's not become wounded without being in a battle. And if you're in the battle and you're wounded, 9 times out of 10, God puts you on the front line. He put you on the front line because he knew you were strong. Not only are you supposed to have faith in him, but he also has faith in you. He puts you on the front line because he knows you can make it through it. He doesn't give you any more than you can handle, even though it may feel like that sometimes. He knew you would make it through it. He knew you would come out successful in the end. You would be hurt, you would be battled, bruised, but you grew, you evolved. He knew you were strong. The weaker ones go to the back. The ones that are strong go to the front. He's not going to put weak people in front of his battle, because then if there's weak in the front, then everybody's going to get taken out. He puts his strongest in the front. So remember that. You were put in the front for a reason. Also, he's saying, do not stay guarded. You do not need to stay guarded. Yes, you were wounded, but you are not a victim. You are a survivor. Look at all these battles you've won. You are a survivor. Keep pushing forward. You don't need to protect what you've already won. Take this wand and go on the fool's journey. Take a new leap. Get back out there. Let your fire and your passion ignite you. Go try something different. Go try something new. He's very proud of you. You don't get to this point without God Divine being proud of you, or whatever higher power you believe in. You don't get here without going through some kind of battle that you've made it through. And he is proud of you. But he already knew you could do it. Maybe you didn't know you could do it, but he knew you could do it. So that's your advice. And like I said, I set these tools down at your feet, but you have free will. I cannot make you pick them up and use them. I cannot force you to change your life. I would not force you to change your life because you have free will, and I would not interrupt that. You can do whatever you want to do, but what I'm going to leave you with is, do you want to keep repeating the same cycle? Different person, different face, same energy. And this is job. This is love. This is all of that. Do you want to keep facing that? You need to know that you always have what you want. You were born with that right. Before you were ever conceived, before you ever thought of being brought into this world, you already had that right. You already had the right to have everything you ever wanted. It's what you believe, because what you believe, you make happen. You manifest exactly what it is you believe. So, change your beliefs. Change what you believe about love. Change what you believe about jobs. Change what you believe about yourself. That's the number one. Change what you believe about yourself, because we are our worst critics. We are so much harder on ourselves than other people. And that's why when other people say things that trigger us, that's why it triggers us, because we're already beating ourselves up. We're already doing that. We don't need somebody outside of us to beat us up, because we do a damn good enough job doing it ourselves. So watch your negative self-talk. Stop talking down to yourself. You catch yourself thinking or saying things about yourself like, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. This won't work out. Change it. Change it. I can do this. This will work out. Take all the negatives out of your sentences, because God universe does not understand negatives. They do not. If you say, I can't do this, can't will be taken out. I'm not good enough for this job, that will be taken out. I can't do better. They don't hear that. They don't hear that. That's just going to be another lesson. It'll just be another lesson. And I don't think you want to keep going through that, So step out of your comfort zone. Do something different. Do something new. Keep yourself doing it, because when you keep yourself doing it, it becomes your new comfort zone. But my best wishes to you, and my heart goes out to you. I know what it feels like to be this wounded warrior. But remember, you are not a victim. You are the survivor. But you are worthy. You've always been worthy. You are worthy of everything that you want. But I love you. I will see you later. Later.